My friends, what's going on everyone? My name's Kai, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are taking a look at Doomsday Preppers, and if you guys don't know what Doomsday Preppers is, oh lord, oh lord, it's a TV show that was on National Geographic for several years, and it follows the life and preps of basically North Americans that have just lost their mind. They're way too addicted to Facebook groups, and they think the world is ending, and this is what they're going to be spending the rest of their life dedicated to. So, guys, today's episode really hits home to me because the guy that we're going to be following, his name is Preston Wright, he is very, very convinced that there is a nuclear radiation cloud traveling all the way over the ocean from Japan, from the Fukushima reactors, and it's going to pour nuclear fallout and death upon him and his family. I'm dead serious. Let's get right into this guy. Let's see what he has to say.
Radiation you can't see, radiation you can't touch.
You can't eat radiation. You can't smell radiation. You certainly can't bathe radiation. Can't eat radiation.
People are gonna die within months. You have to get ready. There's no other way but to prepare if you're gonna survive.
This is really serious, guys. People are gonna die within months. Scary.
Preston Wright is a mild-mannered web developer living in central Colorado. But the recent disaster at the Fukushima power plant in Japan has also made him a prepper.
It also absolutely made him lose his marbles.
My life has changed being a prepper because I'm concerned about things.
You're seeing the water change into fuel and come out as a flame.
Some people think I'm obsessed with what I'm doing, but look what's happening in the world.
Out of all of the people that we've watched so far on Doomsday Preppers, this guy Preston is 100% the least educated out of everybody. 100%, because it takes like a 4th grade education to find this stuff out for yourself. And this guy really does not have a clue what's going on.
Preston believes that a cloud of deadly radiation from Fukushima is heading towards the mainland United States and will soon contaminate food and water supplies.
Whoa, what is that?
Oh, wow. Wow, this is bad.
People need to know. Japan should be evacuated.
You heard it here, folks. All of Japan needs to be evacuated. All of it. Years after it's happened, all of Japan needs to be evacuated. This guy.
California, Oregon, and Washington should be evacuated.
And Preston is not alone in his fear for the worst. Just days after the meltdown, thousands of Americans began stocking up on potassium iodide pills to prevent radiation poisoning.
After the Fukushima disaster, thousands of Americans stocked up on radiation pills. Why?
This is an extinction level event.
All the breadbasket of California has been saturated with radiation. And they're finding it in the animals, they're finding it in the water, they're finding it in the food.
They're finding it in the fish, they're finding it in the water, they're finding it up my butt.
But they're saying it's safe levels.
Yes, exactly. The levels are safe. Why are people so, why do people, damn it! Why are people so easily to disregard scientists and medical professionals and only pay attention to their Facebook groups? I don't understand it. If medical science tells you that the radiation levels are safe, then fucking eat the fish, okay? Fuck off!
Believing that radioactive fallout from Japan will contaminate the American food chain, Preston is creating a seed bank, a store of fruit and vegetable seeds that can be used to grow radiation-free food in a post-apocalyptic world. And today, he and his friend Shane are taking a complete inventory of every seed variety in his massive collection.
Okay, this has to be the world record for the most extreme waste of time ever. Out of everybody who's ever done anything that wasted time before, what this guy is doing is wasting time. That's the only way to describe it. Also, he lives in the suburbs, okay? He doesn't live on a farm. He lives in the suburbs, and we're about to find out where he's going to, you know, grow all of those millions of plants.
A non-prepper might look at my supplies and say, are you kidding me? But if something happens, I win this game.
You know what? The only way that I can describe this is he's making a mess, okay? And Preston, did you know that there's ants all over the floor? There's ants everywhere. Your wife is taking the kids to her mother's house for the weekend. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Ants.
You've got ants.
People that aren't prepared, they lose this game.
Preston has spent 3 years and tens of thousands of dollars building up his collection. And today, he's looking for more.
What do you mean seeds that you were missing? You have like 900 trillion seeds at home. What possibly could a couple extra packets of seeds? What do you mean you're looking for extra seeds? Stop it, Preston. You're on TV. Bud.
Today, Preston is looking for organic heirloom seeds known to preppers as survival seeds.
I don't have Three Sisters tomatoes.
So what are you doing with all these seeds?
Don't fucking ask me what I do with these seeds, alright? Alright? But if you must know, Fukushima.
Fukushima.
The 4 power plants that were over in Japan, they're sending radiation around the Earth that's gonna really mess up things.
Okay.
So I'm trying to save seeds for food, for maybe this town.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to save the world, but it's too big.
See you next time.
Okay.
I'll feed the town. I'll give them some seeds. And I'll give them a shovel.
Hey, make space. I brought a big one.
Back at the house, Preston is working with a team of like-minded preppers to plant his seeds and create a radiation-free farm.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? This is it. This is where this guy's gonna grow all of it. This guy's got enough seeds to cover all of Wisconsin, but he's gonna grow in a greenhouse that's smaller than my bedroom. And guys, I don't have a big bedroom. I live in government housing, for God's sake. What is this guy doing?
Is this the horseradish?
Yeah.
So far, they have managed to plant over 100 of his 11,000 varieties. But before creating a new Garden of Eden, the first step on their agenda is to protect their food supply from one of the world's most common natural occurrences, rain.
Okay, so Preston here is trying to protect his plants from the rain, the nuclear fallout rain from Fukushima traveling over the ocean, right? Does this guy not understand that to do complete organic gardening, you need organic soil, you need organic air, you need organic water, you need organic food, you need organic environment? Like, it's impossible to do modern day organic growing unless you're in a laboratory, okay? So what is this guy doing?
Right now, about half or more of that radiation from Fukushima is still floating around in the atmosphere and will eventually settle. It'll eventually come down.
Okay, at this point, we just know that this guy has lost his marbles. A dust cloud, a radiation cloud traveling all the way over the ocean to land on him? Oh, my lord. This was years after the Oh, Preston, stop it.
Today, Preston and Shane are starting a new project that they hope will protect their plants from the harmful radiation.
Got all your stuff. Wow, nice to see that. Hey, come on, guys.
Okay, guys, the next part makes no sense at all, and I'm losing it here. I'm losing it. So he's about to get his gang together, and they're going to make a bunch of plastic tents outside that I guess they're going to protect against... They have a house, right? But they're going to make plastic tents outside that I guess they're going to protect against radiation, and they're also going to live in them for some reason. This part makes no sense. I don't get it.
Our exciting new project is the biosphere system. It's a perfect prepper's kit.
If food being sold in American supermarkets does become contaminated by radiation, these tents will act as a barrier to potentially dangerous fallout while still allowing enough light in to grow food all year round.
Is this plastic tent magic or something? How on earth is a thin plastic tent that looks like they just got a 10 by 10 at the Home Depot, right? How is that going to protect against radiation and nuclear fallout? But, Kai, it's just a TV show. It's just a TV show. These people look like idiots. Oh, it's just a TV show, Kai. It's just a TV show.
This is the living quarters.
And the other tent's the greenhouse tent.
So, the biotent will allow us to grow food and grow seeds inside of it that are radiation-free.
Beautiful! That's the way it's done.
And then we've added a second tent that we live in.
Okay, I've got a serious question. You have a house. You have a house. Why are you making these tents? In what kind of situation would your house be completely destroyed and unusable, but somehow these thin plastic tents are going to stand the test of time? I'm baffled.
From here on out, everything grows inside these units. Out of the rain, hopefully out of the air.
Preston wants to keep his plants out of the air. I don't think Preston knows how plants grow.
Today, Preston and Shane are seeing if they can pack up their hundreds of thousands of seeds in under 5 minutes.
Again, this guy with his seeds. For God's sake, bud, you don't need that many seeds.
But if dangerous radiation seeps into the soil and water supply systems, Preston knows his biosphere tents may not be enough.
What's that?
So he has a secret weapon that he hopes will change everything.
This could be a bomb.
Right. Wow.
This could be a what? A bomb? See, I tricked you guys. I made you guys believe that this guy just wants to grow plants for his family and neighbors, but it turns out he just wants to blow them up.
He knows the size of his seed bank could make him and his family a target.
You have to protect what's yours. They'll take it from you. They'll take it with force. The only way you're gonna stop them is a weapon.
Yeah, the only way you're going to stop them is with a bomb.
If you're a prepper, there's 4 guns to have. You got a 30-06,
You kill a deer
a shotgun, a 22 rifle,
to protect your home.
and a 9mm pistol.
Oh, great. Now we're gonna get a gun rundown from Kyle's cousin over here. Good lord, could this guy be any less intimidating? If this guy had the broadsider from the Fallout series, you know, the handheld cannon, he wouldn't be intimidating at all. It's Kyle's cousin, for God's sake.
Sidearm for close contact.
The guns I chose for defense.
And recently, Preston's defenses were put to the test.
Alright guys, now, this is a great part of the episode. We have a crazy bullshit story that just by listening to it, you know it's bullshit, and I'm telling you, there's a great twist ending to it.
So I post an ad on Craigslist. I'm looking for a garden partner. I get a phone call. So, this guy seems to be an expert on gardening.
Yeah, I bet you got a lot of responses from Craigslist, and they probably had nothing to do with gardening at all. Good lord.
He's on the phone, sitting out front of the house. He's telling me that he's got a car stuck 2 miles outside town that I gotta go help him with. I'm nervous.
So the guy showed up outside of my house and he said he was a gardener and my alarm bells were going off, so of course I went with him. I mean, what was I supposed to do? It was dark.
Preston got in the car with the mystery gardeners just as dusk was turning into night.
I proceed to get driven just outside of town, about 2 miles. We pulled off into the field and the other subject was waiting for us.
Alright, so keep in mind, this story is supposed to be about a guy basically being abducted and brought into the middle of the field for his seeds. They're here for his seeds. This is the most ridiculous story ever, but turns out it was just a botched drug deal. Because of course it was just a botched drug deal. I mean, the story about being kidnapped for your seeds is just so much more believable than a botched drug deal. So let's just go with that. I'm sure National Geographic won't call us out on it at all.
Although Preston's alleged attackers were subsequently apprehended, as of December 2011, no charges have been filed due to contradictory stories and lack of evidence to support Preston's version of events.
Okay, so now is one of my favorite parts of the show. It's where the actual experts tell the prepper if he's prepping for nothing or if there's an actual chance of what he's prepping for happening.
What are the odds of Americans being exposed to radiation from the Fukushima reactor? The radiation from the Fukushima reactors reached the United States in March 2011. Exposure levels were small and did not cause any fatalities.
Yeah, no shit. It doesn't take a very smart person to realize that 3 years after a Fukushima nuclear disaster, there's not a death cloud of fallout coming to spray death on top of the United States, okay? It's ridiculous. Alright, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. I really do enjoy making these Doomsday Prepper videos. I think in the future I'm going to branch out a little bit. I know that there's a lot of crazy Bigfoot TV shows that are equally as funny and hilarious, so we might take a look at those. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing, liking, all of that fun stuff. It really helps the channel grow. And other than that, guys, I hope you have a good one, and maybe I'll make another one of these in a whoop soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching そばリビング